at the open space, they call it, Clinch Park in Traverse City. And
oh boy!
Point at them. Oh my god, there's a lot of people.
Oh my god! That dude's got a Trump 2020 sign. This is a bad day to have on mullet. Oh, Mick, come on.
No, you don't. The light's not on. Oh, yeah, it is.
One in middle school, one in high school. And I was hoping that they would never have to go through some of the things that I went through growing up. I was hoping that they would never have to be called the N-word and me having to deal with that multiple times. I was hoping that they wouldn't have to see innocent black people
being called black. My child feels like he has to be nervous.
So, that's the reason why I stand up here today. I have two kids myself, one in middle school, one in high school. And I was hoping that they would never have to go through some of the things that I went through growing up. And that's what's happened over years and years of oppression. You stand up, people shut you down. They don't want to listen to your voice. Well, our voices are right and you know it. That's the reason why you don't want to listen. So I'm going to hand this off to another person. Brianna, she has something that she'd like to share with you.
Many times I've been asked, where are you from? I'm from here. I am a Traverse City resident. This is my home. This is my home. And these police officers, the law enforcement who are here today, I wanted them here because this is my home and I deserve to feel safe in my home. So to anyone who had a question, why do they want law enforcement there when they're protesting against law enforcement? No, we are not protesting against law enforcement. We are protesting against wrongful law enforcement. And every single one of these law enforcement officers here who have our backs, whether you are white or black or a little bit of everything, they are here showing us that they are supporting us. They see us all. They hear us. So instead of getting on Facebook where it's easy to be brave and spewing off a bunch of hate when you think that you are being an ally, listen to the people who are up here. I am speaking up today because if you look, I'm going to call them out. Those two little girls who are literally the tallest people here, those are my Maddie and Joe. I'm speaking up for them. I'm speaking up for Caleb and Nia and Max, who live here. They are children here. They know people who are brown. They are brown. And they deserve to feel safe, to use their voice, and to feel like they can call out to the police if they don't feel safe. Every single person here has a circle, okay? Whether you have family, whether you have a workplace, you have a circle. Probably many circles. Start there. Get off of Facebook. Like I said, have the tough conversations with each other. Do it, I dare you. And if you don't know how to talk to your children about this stuff happening in the world, do it anyways. Do it anyways, because guess what? Children are children, they're going to pick each other up even if their parents don't know how. I don't want to lecture anymore, because honestly that's what I feel like I'm doing, is that I'm giving you a lecture. It's the former nanny in me, I'm not going to lie. Like, do you hear me? Like, are you hearing me, or are you just like hearing me? Awesome, great. And with that being said, hear everybody else. Hear them all, okay? Because if you hear my voice, that young man had said, we don't like to be told that we speak so well, okay? Like, I don't love that. I actually hate it. Don't remind me that I fit in a little bit more just because of the way I sound, okay? Like, I should fit in regardless. Don't remind me that the color of my skin makes me other automatically.
The Traverse City Police Department is doing everything we can to make sure that this is peaceful and we have a peaceful night and a peaceful evening. There's been a whole lot going on that you haven't seen behind the scenes to make sure that you and Traverse City are safe. So I can tell you that what happened in Minnesota was wrong. There isn't a police officer in this county and city that would disagree with me. 76 years ago today, June 6, 1944, thousands of American soldiers died in the D-Day invasion. It was a turning point in World War II. It was a poignant moment in time. Today can be a turning point in Traverse City. Yeah. A time when we double our effort and commitment to make sure everyone is seen and treated as equal. And I can tell you that the Sheriff's Office and the Traverse City Police Department will be all in with the Traverse City community to do just that. So, Marshal, is the Chief up next?
Yes.
I made mine short and sweet because I think the Chief has quite a bit more to say. So, Chief O'Brien?
Let's hear something about solidarity and you standing with all of us, sir. Let's hear you talk about solidarity too, man.
You got me into this, Marshal. Where's that Dale? Dale.
Right here.
I want to apologize to you for what happened.
What are you going to do to make sure it doesn't happen again? Yeah, let's hear that.
Say it again.
I want to apologize for what happened.
Say it loud.
I don't want it to happen again to anyone else.
That's right. That's right. Right. Thanks, Adele.
Thanks, Adele. I really feel out of place here because I don't. You can tell I'm a little bit older than these younger people because I got mine on a piece of paper. I want to quote an individual that I've become familiar with through reading and through some of my college studies. I've been working on my master's degree, but Robert L. Woodson Sr., he was born in 1937. He's an American author and he's been advisor to several presidents, and he founded the Woodson Center in 1981. And it promotes violence-free zone and youth violence. And he could do a little bit of critical thinking and research him. He is one of the original Martin Luther King peace rally and nonviolence. And I want to just call on my God right now, the Holy Spirit. And I'm hoping that the Holy Spirit gives me the the wisdom that my words are going to have an impact. And I want the Holy Spirit to hope that you understand that what I'm saying is positive. It's a message of peace. So Robert Woodson Sr. wrote in a recent article on May 31st, he said, those who are truly concerned.
We lost it again.
If he witnesses him using undue force. Loyalty and commitment to the rule of law should prevail over loyalty to fellow officers. That's right! If the officers who were involved in the killing of Floyd had come upon 3 civilians engaged in an assault, they would have made an arrest. The same should have applied to the fellow policemen. During my career, I've got about 30 years on the job. Next year I'll have 30 years. I've seen, and I don't mean to minimize, I'm just going to give you the highlights of the incidences in my career that have had an impact on my training. Rodney King, 1991. Michael Brown, 214. George Floyd, 2020.
George Floyd!
Floyd!
This is what I think that you are telling me. Organizational culture in each one of these agencies was
I'm asking you guys right now, I understand the frustration, okay? But let him finish as you let me finish.
Yes!
Right? If we stand here for equality, all right, let's practice what we preach. Do you have frustrations? Hell yeah, you do. But we're here. We are here today to help solve the problem. Do not throw gasoline on the fire. Let's put water on the fire, okay?
What the investigations revealed in each one of these incidents is that the organizational culture within those police agencies was racist. There were practices that the minority communities were crying out and were telling the authorities, the persons in leadership, chiefs, sheriffs, state police, you have police officers that are violating our rights. Law enforcement officers should be held, I'm going back to Mr. Woodson Sr. now. Law enforcement officers should be held to a higher standard because they carry the authority of the state. When they abuse the standard and engage in actions that result in the needless loss of life, they should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of law. I don't know if you're going to agree with this next sentence, but Martin Luther King Jr. cautioned that the only protection that a minority person has is to demand that social principles be applied equally. If racial profiling is wrong, it is equally wrong to stereotype all police based on the actions of a few. The killing of George Floyd was heinous and justice must be served, but violent protests against the police are not the answer. We have to have, following these civil rights people, they did it peacefully, and I'm asking you to do that, please. I am really encouraged by young people here speaking You're going to get change if you continually to engage the law enforcement executives peacefully and respectfully, and what I say is just show up and keep pressing play. Keep pressing play. Keep pressing play. Change will happen.
So during that, we've had a couple more young adults who have come and said they would like to share some thoughts, share some ideas. I did have the discussion with them.
We're waiting on a cab. The guy's honking over the protests that I can hear. Nobody being super loud, but I said there's people talking over the protest. Nobody being super loud, but the honking's pretty bad. You barely hear it. There was one that was like, it sounded like a truck horn that was just so aggressively.
10 minutes to go.
Look at this. The park is flooding. The water is so high right now.